How did Renaissance mathematics separate from mystical numerology? Imagine a time when numbers were seen as more than just tools for counting. They were believed to hold divine secrets and mystical powers. During the Renaissance, this view began to change. People started to see numbers as abstract symbols governed by rules, not just spiritual signs. This shift marked a big move away from mystical numerology, which linked numbers to magic, religion, and hidden meanings. Instead, mathematicians focused on understanding numbers through logical reasoning, proof, and practical applications. They wanted to discover how numbers worked in the real world, not just interpret their symbolic meanings. In ancient times, numbers were deeply connected to spiritual beliefs. The Pythagoreans thought numbers were the key to understanding the universe. They believed certain numbers had special powers or divine significance. For example, the number 7 was seen as sacred, and practices like gematria linked letters to numbers to find hidden messages in sacred texts. Numerology was often used for divination or mystical insights, not for scientific purposes. During the Renaissance, a new way of thinking about numbers took hold. Thinkers like René Descartes promoted the idea that mathematics could describe the natural world with clarity and certainty. They developed algebra and analytic geometry, which used symbols and logical steps to solve problems. This was a big change from mystical ideas, which relied on symbolism and spiritual meanings. Instead of seeing numbers as divine signs, Renaissance mathematicians saw them as tools that could be studied systematically. Art and science also reflected this change. Artists used mathematical principles like perspective and proportion to create realistic images. Scientists used mathematics to explain how the universe works, from planets to physics. These practical uses of mathematics showed that numbers could be understood through observation and reason, not just symbolism. While some scholars still believed in mystical ideas, the core of mathematics became more about proof, logic, and utility. It was no longer about finding hidden meanings but about understanding the rules that govern numbers and their real-world applications. By the end of the Renaissance, mathematics had become a discipline rooted in clarity and scientific method, separate from mystical numerology. In short, Renaissance mathematics moved away from mystical beliefs by emphasizing logical proof, empirical evidence, and practical use. Numbers were no longer seen as magical symbols but as tools to describe and understand the natural world. This change laid the foundation for modern science and mathematics, where clarity and proof are key.